Hello guys and welcome back. Today we are gonna just mess around with the banner timeline. We're gonna check. This is the Chinese timeline that they had. We don't currently there are no confirmations. What you're looking here, what you're seeing here, it might be completely different from what we get on our release, right? On a global release. So, but I wanted to use this to check a little bit what's coming, what we got. Some like maybe the at least the banner is gonna have the exact rate up, which character I am gonna go for, which character I'm interested into getting into my account, considering everything we learned so far about the game. So let's start, right? We're gonna start by picking up the banner character. After picking up the banner character, and personally, I think I'm gonna go with Eternity. Most likely, 90% I'm gonna go with Eternity. I'm gonna choose her, and I'm gonna try to re-roll a little bit for the simple reason that I would like to get her earlier than 30 if I can. I know it's a 1.5%, but I'm gonna try to do that if I get lucky. Who knows? Maybe I do get lucky. And that way I can save 10 extra pulls. And if we get from that point on, we'll see what we get. In case we follow the Chinese order, right? In case we follow the Chinese order, or at least in case we have the same rate up banner combos as the Chinese, even though the order might be different, I'm gonna go for Sotheby whenever I see her. Sotheby is a huge healer. She's really good, even outside of plant teams. So I'm gonna pull for her. If we get those, Charlie is a decent placeholder DPS for a 4-star. Before until I get either Lilia or Regulus. I would like to go for Lilia, but who knows, right? Who knows when we're gonna get the chance? She does get a rate up banner, but who knows when? It's really important to know when. Hopefully they don't change it, because that way we can plan our pulls. Because for example, let's go in order, right? Charlie's good DPS, nice placeholder. Axe is a good DPS. It's also intellect, which is a rare element. On this banner, I would really like to get Tenant and Beacon Bloom. I don't really give a fuck about iKnight, because I'm being free to play. I need to give priorities, and I give priority to the 5-star roster variety more than getting a 5-star that is cool. Because he's cool, I like him, I would like him, but I'm not spending any money, so I'm gonna have to be a little more cautious when I use my pulls. Then after this, but Tenant and Beacon Bloom until at least one copy, I kind of need to get them. Now on this banner, I don't care about Melania. I don't care about Sweetheart. I would like to get a 1 balloon party, but even considering I got Sotheby at this point, I don't care if I get balloon party or not. So I'm gonna skip this banner. So there's one banner skipped, which is what this is 1.1, right? On the right, you get the big 1.1 patches. On the left, you get the rate up banners from the standard pool, right? So 1.1, Melania, first phase. Second phase, Pickle. First phase of 1.2 is going to be Tooth Fairy. Second phase, Changeling. 1.3, first phase, Shamane. Second phase, Black Dwarf. So those are the current, on the Chinese, we're currently on the second phase of 1.3. And I can show you there's 7 days left basically on her banner, and 4 days on their banner, right? Medicine, pocket medicine, which is this one. This is where we are right now. Now, on the Chinese. So we are here. I would like to get Voyager, but it depends on if I get lucky or not. Let's assume I get moderately lucky and I can't afford getting it. I would like to get one copy of Voyager, because she's really good, and she's also transcendent unit, which means in my opinion, she can fit in other comps as well. So outside of stars, she has an insane crowd control, incredible crowd control. So I would like to get a copy of her. I don't really care about getting copies for Necrologist or DK, but more those are used characters that I will use. So it's always good to get more copies, right? On Pickle banner, I would like to skip, but if I can. But if I can pull some, let's say we have a different order, or I got lucky on Voyager, I would like to get one copy of these two, because Diggers is extremely good for it's a flex unit. You can use him everywhere because it buffs reality and mental at the same time. So you can use them. And Baby Blue is a really good unit, which basically does the same thing as him. She's more on the mental side, mental attuned, so she works well with other mental units, and of course she works well with other star characters, right? She basically gets obliterated by Voyager, because I would use Voyager instead of her as a support slash DPS, right? But in case she's not here yet, or I decide to skip her, I can just get Baby Blue here. It's gonna be really way easier to get, right? I'm gonna skip Druvis and click an X because I don't really need Druvis. You will understand why. So I'm gonna skip this banner if this is the order, and then we get into 1.2. On the 1.2 banner, there is a huge banner because we have a crazy healer for stars, which synergizes perfectly with my Charlie or Voyager or Baby Blue that I'm building, right? So Tooth Fairy, which is the big healer for the star team, I'm gonna pull for her, and by proxy, I'm gonna get Bloony, which is a good, probably a good replacer for Charlie, right? A good replacer for Charlie. She is crit dependent, but Tooth Fairy enables crit dependent units, so you can use that. And also more copies of Beacon Bloom. It's always nice. And then after 1.2, we have the Lilia banner. Now, I'm kind of hoping the Lilia banner comes in a different moment, like way later maybe, because the problem is that I have to get Changeling. I have to get Changeling because she works extremely well. She synergizes perfectly with Sotheby. So getting Changeling, it's kind of a must for me. This is all me, of course. You don't have to do anything. You can do whatever order you want, get whatever character you want. The banner is okay. Like Horrorpedia is an okay DPS. It's decent DPS. Necrologist, at this point, if the banners are the same, I have a lot of copies. If I pulled on Voyager, otherwise I'm gonna get extra copies on this one because this is confirmed. I'm gonna pull on this one. If they have the same rate up, it is what it is. But at the same time, we don't know if Voyager is gonna be here. I would like in theory to pull for Lilia because I really like Lilia, but I'm not gonna get her as a starting character from starting banner because it's gonna be harder to use her properly, and it's gonna be a hindrance, I feel like, until I3 or until I have a proper team that enables her. For example, you need Tooth Fairy. I feel like you need Tooth Fairy, and you need also Voyager, or you need like another enabler, right? So Tooth Fairy is an enabler for crit characters. You need to build her a high insight and give her the craziest crit psi cube that you can find, because on I3 she gets like a power up on whatever psi cube crit you have on her. The Satsuki is good, but at this point I'm gonna get Changeling, so I'm gonna skip her. I don't need Tenant because I got her from other banners, hopefully. There's also the chance that you get the 5-star characters, that you get them from other banners, because like even if they're not rate up, you still have the chance to get them because you get a lot of them, right? You get like two every temple, more or less, because it's 8%. So in a temple, you're gonna get at least 1, 2, or maybe 3 sometimes. I believe I got 3 procs sometimes. So I'm gonna get Changeling because she has a crazy DPS. Then I'm gonna go and skip this probably while crying because I really like Anan Lee. This is my favorite character in the game. She looks cool. I love Ghostbuster themes. I like her ult. Her ult looks cool as fuck. Her kit is decent. She does a lot of damage. She's really good. Sadly, she doesn't really synergizes as crazy well as Changeling and Sotheby. So if I'm running Sotheby and Beacon Bloom, I can't really get her, even though she's reality like Changeling. I still have to get Changeling because like the power that you get by assembling this team, Changeling, Sotheby, and either Diggers or Beacon Bloom, it's gonna be crazy. So I kind of have to get. I need to witness that. I need to possess it, right? I need to be in possession of those characters. Even though I'm not a huge fan of animal hybrid, like Centaur. Units, I'm not a big fan. I would love for Anan Lee to be Changeling, have Changeling kit and vice versa. That would be crazy. I would love that. Going into 1.3 introduces the first correct insane beast debuffer, which is Shamane. Shamane is a big debuffer. Which Kanjira, which is a really nice, decent, still synergistic plant DPS that you can use if you with Sotheby if you didn't pick up for whatever reason Changeling. Maybe you end up getting Sotheby from like random 6-star trigger, fail 50-50, you get her, and you start after Changeling or something, or maybe you don't have enough for whatever reason you didn't pick it up. You have a little placeholder here, which is a decent DPS, which is Kanjira. She deals less damage, but she still works with poison, so that's really good and it's really nice to know. Shaman is a big beast, the first and only beast debuffer, and then we have Tenant, which is always good to have more copies of. Then we have the first rerun, the first rate up for Eternity, which I already have, so I'm not gonna skip this one if we get it again. Black Dwarf I would like to get. Now I don't mind skipping Shamane because I got Changeling and I don't really care about Shamane when he comes in. I would like to get him eventually, but I'm being free to play. I'm gonna have to skip something, so if I get Changeling and I skip Shamane, I would most definitely be able to get Black Dwarf, right? So Black Dwarf, it's like way further in the future. So you might say, why are you getting Eternity if you're getting Black Dwarf, right? Because Eternity is still really good, right? She's still really good, but let's check if Black Dwarf is a DPS first and foremost. So that way we can put to rest all of the BS that I hear. Single target, custom and activity Saturn, per penetration rate for every card, planet, upper limit is 3. Yeah, you start getting planets. I have her on the Chinese, but I don't know what she does. I'm reading right now. Saturn penetration rate when upper limit is 3. You get another Saturn, you get a planet. If you do the physical chant, if you do the ancient, you get stargazing, you get Mars instead. So Mars is the red planet, the red orb, right? So Mars, you get Mars, which is blood sucking rate, which is leech. You get leech with Mars planet. The upper limit is 3, so you get 18% leech if you spam Mars. If you spam Mars, you get you get full Mars. If you do a triple, so with the level, you get more planet of the same type. So you can mix and match if you want. Otherwise, you can like specialize on one thing depending on what you need. And on the ult, you get a special planet called Azuki or whatever they want to call it. And your spell just do more damage for 3 times. The upper limit is 3, I believe. You get 2. You get 3 at some. You have to get 3 at some point, right? When planet is removed, obtain base type Saturn Divination, which is penetration rate plus 12, or Mars Divination, blood sucking rate plus 12. So cycling those, it's also equally as good if you have them, or even the Azuki, I believe. Yeah, if you cycle them in, if you move them away and like they go away, they get triggered, you get Saturn Divination, Mars Divination, Winging Moon Divination on the I1. On the I3, you get, after using Ultimate Ritual, remove the largest number of planets, get 1 effect. Remove Saturn, you get... when the numbers 1, 2, 3 or more, release 1, 2, 3 level limited the physical chant. Oh, you aromatic. Whoa, that's crazy. So yeah, I really like how she looks and how the kit look, how the ultimate look. I feel like she does a lot of damage. I really like her character and her kit. So even though I get Eternity first, because she's a really nice unit that can survive for a very long time, and she is really good even at endgame, because Black Dwarf is coming way later in the future. It's coming next year. When it comes next year, I have probably enough pulls, right? Because I'm gonna skip Shamana if I need to. So after Black Dwarf, we also get free balloon party, so we get that a little bit of more variety. If we didn't get her before, Satsuki might be a good option for like another team. I don't know. She's a DPS, so Changeling is not gonna change anytime soon. And then we have a rerun of Centurion, which is one of the only 2 beast DPSs. I would like to get her, but I realistically, if this is the timeline that we get, I'm probably not gonna get it unless I get lucky and I get Black Dwarf immediately or something like that. In that case, I would love to get in Centurion. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to skip on her and maybe get Pocket Medicine, right? Pocket Medicine, it's a really good healer, and also Bikram Bloom and Baby Blue. they're good. So getting more constellation like portraits for them is really nice, right? So this is where I'm at. These are the characters that I want to get. If I can get the characters, that would be really good. I don't know if I'm gonna like get unlucky or really lucky. I'm gonna have to adjust what I just said until now, according to what I get when I do the pulls, because those are just rate up. Doesn't mean that the others can't appear. So yeah, I think that this is gonna be my line of planning. It's very general and very variable. There's a huge question mark on it because it's basically we don't know if we're gonna follow this. If we follow this, I'm gonna do exactly what I said. If we don't, I'm gonna adjust it, right? So yeah, this is where I'm at. I'm gonna link this in description so you can check it and see if you want to make any plan. Remember, this is not confirmed. We might not get any of this. It might be completely different. And also a reminder that 1.0 is not going to last for too long. It's going to be very, very quick. 1.1 is going to be only 24 days. And from 1.2 onwards, from Tooth Fairy onwards, assuming Tooth Fairy is 1.2, that point on is going to be, every patch is going to be 42 days. So keep that in mind. This is gonna be a speed run until 1.2. So careful on your pulls because the banner could be really, really fast. So think more about your pulls. Be more future proof when you're making a decision, so that way you don't mess up, right? So remember that we don't know if they might be completely different from this, but I will leave the link in the description so you can check it out and see all the dates and stuff like that. Maybe plan a little bit, keeping those informations in mind. So yeah, that's it for today. If you have anything to say, or if you like the video, leave a like. If you would want to see more about, Reverse 1999 or whatever other video I make on my channel, please consider following the channel from YouTube, right? So thank you for watching and see you next time.